Mate, what have you done here? I don't think it's going to work, you know. So welcome back to Preferred Joinery. Thanks for tuning back in again this week, and a lot's happening. As I say, a little bit of drama happened today, so we're going to go in and find out, and I'll let you know about what happened. But also, we get out and we go out and see a couple of jobs that are finished. We go and give you an update inside on them sash window orders. We have a nice little chat with Devo, and yeah, all things preferred, so let's go and see what happens. So you remember this job, so this is the one I've been speaking about a few times, which is the YouTube subscriber. It's all done now, ready to go out and be supplied on site. All the doors are all done, they're all knocked up and finished. The last set of French doors is done there now by Richard, and I say all the boxes are just standing here now, ready to go out for delivery, just waiting for what day it's going to be, probably next week now. But as I say, prime finish, we've actually gone over it again one more time with the primer just to give it a nicer look. Just, you know, we didn't have to, but we've done it so the customer feels a little bit better about it when he gets it. But another thing, so you remember last week I mentioned about one of the apprentices who we took on as a trial. This week now we're on to the second one now, so he has made a start. I had a little chat with the lads, and they don't know what they think about him yet. He doesn't know really how to paint on a brush, doesn't know how to do a few things, so I don't know, like, have a little chat with him now. So how are you getting on now there?
What?
How are you getting on there? How are you getting on there?
Oh now? yeah, doing all right. Yeah, it's hard in here though. Very dusty, and no one's talking to me, so I had to find something to do. So yeah.
What about the machines, and you good on them, yeah?
Yeah, I've not been shown them yet, so I'm
So it was Bank Holiday Monday, so he's only been here for 2 days or day and a half.
Nice watch. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to last here, to be honest. Everyone talks a bit funny, so, but yeah, it's looking good in here. Not been here for a while.
You're getting good feedback off the lads, said it's good.
Yeah, it's not what they've said to my face, mate. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, it is noisy though. You do need the...
We've got you back for the second time, haven't we? So
yeah, no, it's good, yeah. Second trial, 8 months apart. When, you'll have to beat this bit, when I came, Mick went, what the f*** are you doing here? When I walked in, so that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a nice welcome, yeah. So, but no, it's good. What's happening?
So Chris is back here anyway, so basically, that job, that's the YouTube subscriber one now.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's good that when you get a YouTube subscriber one. So where's that for?
It's in Wimslow.
Is it? Over our way?
Yeah,
that's where all the footballers live.
Yeah, so...
So what else is going on? Looks busy.
Obviously that's all for the same job there, them 3 there.
Yeah.
That door there, and then them stain ones are getting done. Yeah. They're getting fitted next week.
Are we still getting loads of door orders?
Slowed on the door orders now. In terms of the windows, the door orders are there, but not as many as the windows coming through now, because we changed the marketing, didn't we? So what we did, obviously what people don't know about, is the marketing strategy that we had initially at the start. We found that the doors are very, very heavy in terms of people getting into it more, and the funnel coming in with the leads was massive compared to the window, so we've sort of like slowed the doors down, brought the window marketing up just to get more window leads in and balance the work out inside the factory, because window orders are a bigger contract sum compared to a door.
Have we run the numbers on the doors and see what kind of like profit margin we make on doors compared to windows and things like that? Well,
initially, let's say last year, we were making less on the doors compared to windows, just because you're doing a 20 window order job, you can fly through quicker, whereas a door being a one-off, it slow you down having to set up and not getting into the rhythm. Whereas now we've changed the pricing so that hopefully no matter what we do, whether it's stairs, doors, windows, gates, it'll be the same margin.
Same throughout, so we know whatever we price.
So we're trying to so if we've done just doors from now on, it should be the same margin.
One thing I can tell straight away from being here though is space is such a premium for them, isn't it? It's like literally we are using every last inch of this factory.
It's like there now, so obviously we're doing that staining, and so ideally you'd have a separate room for that.
But it's literally, because I remember when I first came over here, getting on for 2 years ago when we first started talking to Mike about doing the deal, it felt like it was busy anyway, wasn't it? And it was like, felt like he was at capacity then, but if anything, we've got more working and we're busier now. Yet we're still managing just about to make it work.
I know, so obviously it's a bit hard with the dust sometimes and you're doing stuff like that. That's why we don't do a lot of finished painting in here. We either send it off to be done, or it's going out like that primed, which really doesn't really matter as much. but obviously that's getting stained. Again, we don't really stain a lot of windows, just that customer wants them like that.
Do you know, it still amazes me, obviously I've been here a few times now, but how good the work is that we do and how complex, well, from an untrained eye, how complex the work is. Yeah, the guys here just make it look so easy, it's just like bread and butter for them.
You know, good, isn't it?
But we have got some nice jobs.
So you see that's the one there where the door is in the basement.
Yeah.
The door opens, but also the top window opens as well.
So how are you finding having your own YouTube channel now anyway?
Me?
You got recognised the other week, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Where was it? In John
town,
Lewis?
In John Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably watching now. I was walking through the car park with a big box like that and then he just stopped me. It's funny.
It's weird, isn't it, when people just like out of the blue. I was on holiday and I told you, some guy just came up to me whilst I was having my food. He was like, "Is that Chris from All Trades?" I went, "Heavy Trade." He went, "Yeah, I watch you and Alex and he knew everyone's name." It's crazy. I love things like that though.
Yeah, I reckon I could do without it every week.
Yeah, no, that is that. It's a commitment. You know what I mean? It is a commitment.
Obviously, like we've got so much going on, and to do this, your phone's in your pocket ringing, and emails are going, and obviously people need your attention and your time, and you have to just blank it out.
But it's hard, isn't it? Because you feel like you don't want to let people down. Once you've started, people actually really like look forward to watching our content. I think a lot of people do anyway. You don't really want to let them down.
Yeah, but then you get like a video. So the video that went out over Bank Holiday weekend. Which is the one with the bars, and like the views are bad compared to the week before, just gets you down.
Soul destroying it. Yeah. Well, you think really it's just as good a video as any of the other ones, but unless you have some kind of clickbait title, does you nothing, doesn't it?
Obviously, it wasn't clickbait enough, so...
Like we said though, we just got to stay consistent and keep tearing it out. So anyway, let's go and have a look around and see what's going on.
So you remember as well, a couple of episodes back when we went out to do the site measure in a nice area in Liverpool with Mike and Richard. This is the job now, coming through. It's on Danny's bench, which means we're not far off, are we? And Danny's just touching up now, going through it. Final bits of filling, sanding down, getting it ready to glaze up. All the frames are behind. Obviously, this is flush casement going in with a Georgian style. 8/8.
Yeah. So what, the frame softwood though, isn't it? And then the glazing bars are hardwood. Yeah. Do a lot of people do that, yeah. What? A lot of people do that, so you can't stand like, what? Accent, man, like an alien.
No, we've got the out of the bar in, it saves us machine in it.
Yeah.
Then you have to rub it more, so we've had this brought in.
Right, yeah. We talked about that, didn't we, how much we can get made off site.
Yeah, and that's what we do a lot of the time. When we do big orders, a lot of it will come in.
You lost weight, Danny?
Yeah, he's on a diet.
Look, you can tell.
2 stone.
I'm not saying you used to be a bastard, but yeah.
It's got a padlock on the kitchen.
Yeah, it's hard though, isn't it? So how does the process work now? So like, when it gets to Danny's workstation, what kind of stuff's happening there?
When it comes to Danny's, Danny is then looking at it to make sure it's all right, measured wise, and then any bits of filling, gets it all glued together, but make sure it's all sanded down, cleans it up. If there's any sort of minimal mistakes, Danny will fix them.
So you got to sort everyone else's mistakes out, Danny?
Basically.
Yeah.
I've got no way.
Get it all right, looking neat, making sure it fits in all the boxes, get all the glass sizes measured, ordered, get it a glazer, and then start assembling.
Last time I saw these boys at the Works Do, which probably the less said about that, the better. Yeah. Isn't that right, Craig? You all right? You're a bit of a star that Works Do, aren't you? You are, you love it, don't you? Yeah.
One time I get to let the year down.
One time a year, yeah. Mate, you were first and last on the dance floor. You got some good moves, to be fair. You have to find that B-roll now.
Craig's known in there.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, first name terms.
All the staff in there now.
Yeah, it does, yeah. It's good that though. Compare that Works Do to the heavy trade one. Jeez. Terrible, wasn't it? Terrible.
It was bad. Yeah. So then obviously, empty bench. That's where Max was, weren't it?
Yeah, Max is gone now, isn't he? So we're getting someone else in here then.
Yeah, so as I say, we're in talks to quite a couple of decent lads.
It's hard though, isn't it?
Ideally, it's someone who's going to go up with Devo and then work between the two, and then we're going to take one of the apprentices on. Chris has obviously not got
failed, yeah, not me. So although I have got an A in GCSE woodwork. I have. It's funny because the smell of the softwood brings back those memories. I thought I wanted to be a joiner.
You thought?
Yeah, for a minute, and I got a splinter and cried, so I didn't bother. But yeah, I love the smell of cut wood though. Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, so might give Chris a third chance.
Yeah, but not met the grade anyway.
So we'll be one of the apprentices.
It's a shame, that would have been a cheap option.
For free, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, that's true. Yeah, basically work for free anyway, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like blinds and all that, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah. I like
it. Blind up for you like that. Anything else doing?
No, that's alright for now. This hasn't got massage seats in the back, has it?
Not on.
Hey, do you know mine? It's someone's got one of the massage bits in the seat is locked in like an out in the sticky out position, and I can't get it to thing. So I'm like got it in my back now, digging in. It's fucking some absolute nightmare.
Massage it back in.
Yeah, but it's fucking one bit. It sticks into me thing, into my ribs.
So yeah, so whilst Chris is over.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Wait a minute. Let's just take a minute to analyse this here.
What?
Just you chauffeuring me about in the back of this. I could get used to this.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, can we get a cup of tea somewhere though? Because you know I've been about 20 minutes without having a cup of tea.
Stop off for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, whilst Chris is over, and we were going to save this one as well until it was a nice sunny day and the sun's coming out. So Preferred did a lot of Irish bars and bars in Liverpool, which is now known as like the Celtic Corner, and where all Smoky Mo's are for all of those who know. So we'll go down and show you all what they did, because as I say, there's a little theme going on now, so you can tell a Preferred Joinery bar front, shop front.
Well, it's a bar called Smoky Mo.
Smoky Mo's, yeah.
I was going to say there was a woman on our estate when I was growing up called Smoky Mo. Yeah, you wouldn't go there for a drink.
No.
No.
Well, this
not for a drink anyway.
Yeah, Smoky Mo's is a good one, and all the Irish bars, as I say, they're always busy, no matter. I think you set an Irish bar up anywhere now in the world, it gets busy.
They're great though.
People's dead there. I don't know what's different about it. The fact that it's an Irish name, looks like an Irish bar. But as I say, we're going to get out and go and see what it looks like whilst the sun's out. Just need to get Chris a coffee first. Oh no, tea. No tea,
please. Yeah, I have tea, sorry. I've had to go back and get to put a bit more milk in. I don't think they're thinking I'm a builder or something, because that was like proper man's tea, that. It was like black. So I've had to get a bit more milk, that. What do you reckon? I reckon that's the perfect RAL code, that, for a tea. Not feeling that.
It's too milky, lad.
Yeah, Al's just been telling us that he's investing in a coffee machine for his own, for his house, right? But does anybody else do this? He's done a spreadsheet to work out what his payback is on his to go on how long what's your payback on your
should get me dough back in 9 months on the coffee
machine. He's done a spreadsheet, mate. That is brilliant.
But if we have me and my missus have one a day each, compared to
how much is the coffee machine?
1,700 quid.
So he's worked out that if he has how many a day?
One a day each, get me dough back like 9 months.
So
that's including like buying the coffee beans, the milk and whatever.
Did you do one for your TV as well? So you think, if I go to the cinema, I watch a film there, if I watch the footy there.
It's just making me feel better about buying it, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. I was saying that when I was doing a bit of recording for the Evertrade one, when I was at Centre Parks this weekend, and I know you're the same, I was just sitting there working out the numbers on Centre Parks.
Because when I went the other week, I was thinking, some money in here.
My missus always says, like, everywhere I go, I'm like looking at a queue or something, I'm like, so if they're paying £3 each and there's 100 people, that's 300 quid, how much it costs them to do this? And you just can't help it, can you?
No, I always like start finding faults in that me and thinking, that's what they should do, or they need to get that there. And someone could come into our business and probably do the same, go, that's what you need to do. But when you look at fresh eyes.
Yeah, you get snowbinding your own business sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's how much was that?
For tea? £3 something.
£3 tea, how much it cost them to make that?
Mate, it's big money. The margin's high in tea, like.
Yeah, the margin's high in tea. I think I must prop up the tea economy in this country. I literally have about 20 a day.
I reckon it's the case. Me going to a coffee shop buying a cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not right, and it's never that nice.
I just carry them around the back of the car.
Yeah, do that. Get a kettle, travel kettle. Don't want to do that. Let's crack on. So every time I come to Liverpool, I'm actually shocked by how many amazing, beautiful roads there are. Like roads like this could be in the middle of Victorian London. But what I can also see is so much opportunity for Preferred Joinery. How many sash windows? But we've probably actually already worked on most of these roads already.
Roads around here already.
Yeah.
That's the Georgian quarter, isn't it?
Gorgeous round here though. Are these private houses or are they flats or what?
Flats, mainly flats. Yeah. A lot of it's owned by Liverpool Council housing.
Best housing around that. What is it? I mean, did these used to be like the dock workers and stuff?
Yeah, your merchant sailors and all that. They were one house then with like the maids and stuff.
It's still in Liverpool though, if you need a reminder.
Maids and servants living in the basement.
Yeah.
And they'd always live in like the ground and middle floor.
Yeah, it's stunning though. Roads like this, we're still with the cobbles. Peaky Blinders was filmed around here, wasn't it?
Peaky Blinders filmed, yeah.
Around there, yeah. Because it's like got similarities to Manchester. Get used a lot for New York.
Open the door for you.
Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah. When I watch the episodes every Saturday morning, I noticed that we don't seem to have loads of like timber. Do we have to manage the stock levels then? Like,
yeah, it's done intentionally, isn't it? It's good to not have a lot of stuff there in case it goes on fire and you burn through it.
And we ain't got that much space anyway.
We haven't got much space, and then most of it's all to order anyway. So like there'll be a lot of stuff that's kept overspill in terms of an order. If there's a little bit extra, we'll keep it. But most of the time, it'll get machined into a certain profile.
So you see that profile there? We've had that machined in.
Yeah.
So just why don't we do that in-house?
Because it's quicker. So like when we do a bigger order, say we're doing like a 20 sash window order, then it's cheaper for us and quicker for us to pay the supplier to set up on their machines, profile it all, give it in them lengths, and then just down to Devo, not then to cut it down, mortar and tenon it, join it all together. Whereas then, say we've got like a 1 or 2 smaller window order coming off the back of that, we'll order a little bit extra and then get it, because it's not worth, if you've got a 1 or 2 window order on, to pay the supplier to be able to set up fees too much. I think it's like 500-600 quid to pay them to set up on a machine, get it all right and then push it through. Whereas we can do it all, it just takes a little bit longer, and plus it's just speed.
Do you know?
And we haven't got the space. We need obviously a little bit better machines. We need really a 4-sided planer, that's what they use. They just push that through, program and done. But again, space for us. We haven't got it.
It's not a money thing, because we could get it tomorrow, couldn't we? But it's just space, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why we're trying to do something with next door, and we can do all that. We're still looking to upgrade all the machines anyway. Like the spindle moulder behind. We want to get a new one of them. It's got its own feed, and it's basically a type of CNC spindle motor, only because it remembers all the settings. So you're not having to set up manually yourself. Turning it. You can just program it in, bang. And most of it, like all that there, that's oak. So we'll only get oak in as again to order. We'll never have oak sitting in here because it's expensive. And then it could change, and some people don't want certain stuff. So obviously, by looking at that, looks like it's for a set of stairs, that oak stairs, with that'll be the new getting cut down.
That's what I was going to ask. So, we get a lot of inquiries through every trade because there's the connection with Preferred, and you're always saying, people always saying, when can you do it? And it's always 6 to 8 weeks. Is that purely just because we're busy, which I know we are, or is it because there's a lead time getting this stuff in, or is it a combination of both?
Combination of both. So combination of the fact that we're busy, so there's always got jobs coming on, so which are like 3 to 4 weeks from being finished, coming in the factory, and then it's ordering. So a job like that'll take probably like 7 days for us to get it off the supplier once we put the order in. But at the same time, it'll probably take us about that anyway to push it through ourselves. So it's the same, if anything. It's better for us to do that, because it's like having 2 extra workers but aren't based in the factory.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's good to have that set up, and then when it don't come in, Devo's already worked through the stuff, he's onto that then, bang. And that job there, that's all come in. That's like, I think it's like 20 odd sash windows. That's a big one. That's one that's been going on for a while.
So are we better now at like managing the production schedule, in terms of, we know that job is going to basically go into production on that week, we're going to order materials then?
Yeah, well, that's why Mike is so good at what he does, because that's his job, isn't it? He foresees what's needed, gets it ordered, knows what's to come next. He knows now he's coming in here today to help Devo to fire through all of that. That big job to get it ready, and then help Devo push through. Whereas once he starts stepping down to where we need to fulfill that position, you know what I mean? Try and manage that better. That's why we're trying to put them systems in place, which when we place a job, push through into the CRM and sort of work out how long it's going to take from there.
But it's hard, don't it? Because it feels like we're trying to turn a company that's been going for so long in a slightly different direction. It's not going to happen overnight, is it? It's been a learning curve, hasn't it?
So, but as I say, and then Devo's just working through what he's working.
Well, speaking of Devo, actually, let's go and have a chat with Devo. How you doing, Devo? You okay?
I'm alright, thanks, mate.
Have you lost a bit of weight? You been in the gym?
Anything to get you round your in, won't it?
No, I haven't seen everyone for ages, and I just Danny's lost a bit of weight, hasn't he?
Danny has, yeah.
Don't tell me you use a calculator here.
Oh, I have to sometimes.
Mate, the battery don't even work.
Yeah.
Is that why you always putting things the wrong length, or what?
No, that's for
don't work.
Out your shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, it does. There you go. Yeah, just a little bit. But I haven't, mate. I haven't got your finesse. Yeah. I know.
We tried to give him a trial before, first.
It's not for me, this. I've got a lot of respect for all you guys, because it's a lot of pressure. You've got a lot of pressure on you, really, haven't you? Because you're first in the production line, aren't you?
You break this down, Chris. Well, just sign.
No, you have got a lot of pressure on you.
Yes, you just sign it. No, it's not that bad.
The doctor's note, isn't it?
Well, it's funny, it is a doctor's note here. Apparently you pulled your back. Apparently you pulled your back out, haven't you?
I did last week, mate.
Yeah. How have you done that?
Well, I wasn't based. Yeah.
You know what's good for bad backs, though, don't you?
Lots of stretching.
No, get in a jacuzzi, get all the bubbles out of the jacuzzi.
You know very well I was in the jacuzzi. That's not going to work. We all know, and I did not put it out in the jacuzzi.
I didn't think that for a minute. Yeah, why?
That's another story.
How's it going with Lindsay anyway?
Not bad.
No, yeah,
it's gone
good.
well.
Yeah.
Gone well,
It's good that it's done well. I mean, this must be your longest relationship, isn't it?
Mine or his.
Both, maybe. Yeah.
If I combined all my relationships together, mate, it wouldn't come to the length of time we've been together now. So, yeah, it's going quite well. But I'm not going to discuss my love life on camera.
No, nor should you. Nor should you. But you're happy though, aren't you?
Yeah, we haven't been. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jip that, edit that. I'm only kidding.
Well, yeah. I don't really know where to go with that.
But you're going away,
feelings in a minute.
you're going away soon, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to Benidorm on the Saturday the 17th.
Oh, I love Benners.
Oh yeah, and then we come back on the 24th, the day before we get the title.
You're going to watch...
It's going to be the 26th, isn't it?
Is Sticky Vicky still?
I think
in
the
Benners?
No, the 25th.
I thought it was going to be on
No, the
Monday.
last day of the season, the 25th, everyone plays at 3 o'clock. And then the Monday
There's the parade, isn't it?
The parade, yeah.
What parade?
What parade?
3 points. I was just going to say Sticky Vicky.
You don't like it, do you?
No.
It's like it's a daughter now, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So it might be a little bit tighter than a mother, but I still could.
But I thought your nickname out there is Dangerous Devo.
Yeah, it is.
You're
yeah,
like Sticky Vicky, but the other way.
If I take her to see that now, I would be Dangerous Devil, wouldn't I? You know what I mean? So why was your name?
Yeah, you got to do it now. You got to keep your head down in Benners, you.
Exactly,
Anyway, yeah, you have, yeah. You go, Daddy, or Daddy.
Hey, you just say it, look, Sticky bit, look. Look, I can pour out.
Oh my God, man. It's not like every trade. It's not like every trade, that's a big piece of timber, that there. What are you working on, Devo, anyway?
So these basically are doors, 3 sets of doors. One's got there's a fixed one, these 2 are getting swinging. Fixed, these 2 are swinging, different widths, exactly the same height. And that one's just a pair. All the heights are 1965, which is easy to remember because that's the year we first won the FA Cup.
Was that actually?
Got to remember.
Easy one.
Yeah. So
1965.
Richard's going to knock them up. I'll just put them dry, and Richard will do the gluing up and everything.
This is for Stella Builders. Cheers, Stella Builders.
Yeah.
We worked with them for a while, or a new customer then?
We've done quite a bit, haven't we?
On and off, yeah, for a
quite
couple of years, yeah.
If you order,
when I got me up, so when I seen Stella, right, obviously, we get a crate of lager, like with every job we do.
yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It's not the same.
No, it's not actually, is it?
Really.
But yeah, we should do that. You know, if you order through Preferred, we'll give you a shout out on our channel. So, cheers, Stella Builders.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So after that, we're on the big sash one, aren't we?
Yeah, there's a shitload to do on that one, yeah. Every time I look at it, just go, but yeah, there's a load down. Some of them are sweeps as well.
So that's all that's come in there on the racking, isn't it? So we were saying before.
That's it, yeah. So normally we'd have to make the sash, but thankfully it's come in machine.
Because you were saying that we were speaking about this before, me and Chris. So Chris was asking me, why is it we buy a machine? Because it's easier, isn't it, for us?
It's much easier, yeah.
It's like having a second person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Away from the site.
I haven't got to set up, rebate everything, put the mould on it, not like that.
But could you if you had to?
We do do it.
Yeah, we do. We have to, yeah.
We do on a smaller job, don't we?
Mostly we do have to machine it from start to finish, like, you know, but like I say, that came in pre-machined, so that makes like an awful lot easier.
Yeah.
It's all you're doing now is cutting to size, mortars and tenon, aren't you?
That's it, yeah. He's got the young lad there, like, you know what I mean, he's on
The mortars, eh?
yeah, so showing him the road.
So that's the true apprentice on trial, not Chris.
Yeah.
We just blagging Chris.
So if
You can be forgiven for thinking it's him, but it's not.
No, they did.
It's actually him over there.
So if you don't get the job, you'll never see him again. But anyway, yeah. But yeah. By the way, what's his chair for?
Well, that was Mick's old chair, and instead of throwing it out, he thought maybe after there. He thought I was going to take it home, but I said no, I'll leave it here.
Yeah,
the
look,
old chair's just outside.
Why didn't you give it Lindsay for an anniversary present?
I could do. It's the musty in it, you know.
Yeah.
The anniversary's not till late.
Hey, you know what I got asked the other day? Someone who watches the YouTube channel all the time, he said to me, what is in that cupboard? So we just pan around, you'll see it. Just a cupboard on the toe on the wall. Like,
That's all the sex saying.
What is in it? What is in the cupboard?
Well, this was called the Ann Summers cupboard.
Ann Summers
cupboard.
cupboard.
Needed something for the weekend. You know, you'd stuff a bit like lubricants or like
Is that?
anything like that.
So what is it?
Mike's lubes in there. Is that what you're saying?
It's just got cutters.
You heard this?
Spare cutters.
Great, isn't it?
Knick-knacks, yeah. Anything.
How long's that been here for?
Well, since Jesus was born, mate. Been here since we came.
But yet someone was asking me, saying, what is in that cupboard there, Devo's
Most
cupboard?
nosy, aren't you? You know, it's got nothing to do with them. We should be asking these questions. But you really need to know.
Oh no, that's it now. Public property now, mate.
This is a film set now, I told you.
It is, it's everywhere. Look, there's tripods as well.
That's it, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait for Alex to get his coat, but something very, very strange going here because Alex has got a new car. What's going on here, lad? I thought we always had the same thing.
I know. Upgraded, haven't I? No,
It's a proper boat, is it? They're about 30 grand more expensive than my car.
it's a courtesy car, isn't it?
It's not a bad courtesy car, that though,
So I
is it?
found out yesterday what's up with the car now. So my car's been in for like nearly 3 or 4 weeks now with Land Rover. It's, what, 18 months old, if that. And it's the transition box has gone.
Not transmission box.
Transition.
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 So
It's like the clutch in it. So it's like, I looked it up. It's like 8 grand to buy brand new. So that's gone. So they're replacing that. They've got a new part
when
coming.
did they say?
They've only ordered it yesterday, so I'll come today maybe, put it in, don't know, go without the car next week. But yeah, got me veg for nothing, been driving around in that smoker.
I know, it's smoke, yeah.
But to be honest with you, if that was an all black, white interior the way I've got mine, I'd rather have that.
It is nice, yeah.
Better drive.
Me and Alex have talked about this for years, like he'd always have this one over the Sport.
Yeah, Chris has called it a Jeremy Clarkson car.
It is a Jeremy Clarkson car, isn't it? It is, but do I need to move mine out of the way? We're going to go on yours?
I'll chauffeur you round.
Yeah, I'll bet of that, yeah. Cheers, Al, yeah. Great parking this, lad. You know.
It's the only space that we had.
You know. Woo!
Pay for it now.
So where are we now then?
Now, well, that's the Adelphi Hotel there, which...
Oh, it used to be a documentary on that back in the day.
So the Adelphi Hotel is probably one of the worst hotels inside and lowest rated in Liverpool.
But it looks amazing.
The building, if someone who had a good fund behind them bought that off the people who own it, spent a lot of money on it, that'd be the first 5-star hotel in Liverpool. I'd love to be able to do that as a project.
Let's buy it.
Oh, let's get it then, yeah. Anyone want to invest?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, but there used to be, you'll be too young for this, but there used to be a documentary on that Adelphi Hotel in the 90s. Put in the comments if you remember that.
It's as a building now, as I say, you could have like a members only club and all that, pool, spa, everything.
Yeah.
It'd be the first 5-star hotel in Liverpool.
Yeah, but look. Al, what do you reckon? Oh, he's on the phone. Happy hour now, we having it, what?
And then the other Irish bars that are opposite the central station, though, did you do any of them there? I thought you'd done them.
Tell you what, you know you'd made it when you've got a statue of you in your own city.
Would you have that?
Alex Riddick there. Look at that. Tell you what. But is that
Would you do that?
Is that to scale that or what, lad?
It's a bit on the,
bit on the small side.
Yeah. I think my hips look a bit different up there, like. Would you go have a go with them statues?
Yeah. If you was, if you got the proportions right, yeah.
But on the Celtic corner to start with, and it's a bit hard to tell with these ones with being painted green now. But Preferred done them bifolds there and the bifolds there as well. So this is the start of like the little Irish corner now.
So what? This is like an Irish corner then?
Well, sort of. Yeah, it never used to be easy, but over the past 5 years, 6 years, it's sort of like come on a lot.
Those bifolds there though, that's a bit of a preferred trademark. That we've done them quite a bit, haven't we?
Don't know. Every bar seems to go for it.
Yeah. But you can see why though, can't you? 'Cause it just opens it up, doesn't it?
Much easier to do. Yeah. So obviously them ones there, and then when we walk around here now, it's the other ones.
Do you know what I like about this though is that these are going to be here now for decades probably, aren't they? So like something that our company has produced is going to be here for generations. Is this one of ours as well or not?
I asked him then, did we do them? And he can't remember. I think he probably did.
We'll just claim it. Yeah.
He's done that many. He's done that many over these. It's hard to try and pinpoint them. Me and Al spoke about it, putting on a map and having all the pins dropped in it, you know what I mean?
That'd be good, that. Setting up for the karaoke here, lad.
Yeah, because everyone's on it now, aren't they?
Yeah, let's get on it. Yeah.
So yeah, you can see there now, so...
Needs a tickle up that though, doesn't it?
Needs a good paint.
You know what, we should offer a maintenance package and come back.
The lad who owns them bars, he has got his own little maintenance team, really.
Yeah.
But as I say...
Same again, those bifolds, I'm opening up.
It's because the sun, this is like a sunshot, this, so this, you want to see how busy this is.
Yeah.
It's shocker. So them there again, and then obviously these ones here, just
these
the windows.
Yeah.
Them bifolds again there, and then windows there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, little trademark bifold opening windows. Same for there, because it's perfect when it's a sunny day. You just let the sun flow in.
Class round.
But there's like a little Irish strip.
Yeah, it's great.
And say, they're on the aisle now.
Make me want to get on it, lad. Just ringing Mike to see which ones we've actually done. We don't know.
He's forgot that many. Like as I say, every time we speak about what jobs and that, he tells me of other ones, I think.
Do you know what I love though? We've done loads on Matthew Street as well, haven't we?
Matthew Street's another good day for us to go and do it. Come down for that, can't you?
Yeah.
Maybe get on the air that time.
We would, yeah. Actually, that'd be good, you know, just a full day starting sober. You know what I'm like. By the end of it, I won't be able to talk.
Yeah.
So I'd get cancelled.
So yeah, Nelly Foley's behind again. You can see bifold doors obviously been painted black, but hardwood again. Moving down, we've got.
Well, Mike's not 100% sure whether
He just said it is now.
Oh, he is. He wasn't sure if he'd done that one. But yeah, this is nice. This one.
The Rock and Horse.
It's nice. Again, these
Again,
folding windows.
All the same style. It just opens out, doesn't it? And
yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
got some funny characters sitting in here on the pints now. Like,
I know, yeah.
this is the professionals area for drinking.
This will be me and you in about 50 years' time, mate.
Yeah.
Talking about days when we used to be successful.
Used to be.
Yeah.
So we didn't do Smoky Mo's.
Yeah. Do you know what? We need to try and get into some like chains or some, or get in some fit out companies that actually do all this. We didn't do this one.
No, we didn't do it. You can tell.
Yeah, I might say that. Yeah, you've only. Yeah, we didn't do this one. You can tell. Some characters there.
Oh.
So we did this one as well then. We could do a few more of these orders coming in now. We actually own the business, can't we? Mike's making all his money here. I needed all the bars in Liverpool. I'll sell the company now.
That Duke Street one that we went to see a couple of episodes back, that big job he did, that was a belter order. That came on today, we made up.
No, yeah.
But yeah, you can see, can't you? You just know the style now.
Yeah, but the good thing about wood, it rots. So we'll be, in about 20 years' time, we'll be back again.
Hardwood though, isn't it? So it'll last.
Yeah, it's going to last longer than me. Our kids will be all right.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon it cost us to get that then?
A few quid if they'd sell it, like, you know what I mean? I reckon, I don't know, BDM, mate. 20
It's a shame though, because that could be something really special.
I think you need about
Yeah.
10-15 million to do it up properly.
Better than Windows timber as well though. Half decent just getting the job to do the actual windows.
I think they're actually aluminium then.
Oh,
They've got two windows, you can see they've got a secondary window behind the alley.
So that's it, yeah. The only job I've ever been sacked from after day one.
I know, so the apprentice is no longer the apprentice.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, speaking about the apprentices, we've got a third one starting next week for the trial. So we've trialed 3 people. Chris was just the black one. Not good enough.
I was chatting to the one we got in today. He's a nice lad, him. He was saying he's at college, but he's not got any actual on-site experience because it's crazy. He's at college doing it, yet he's not allowed to use the machine till he's 18.
I know, yeah.
So it's nuts really, but...
So he's only had experience on a machine since last August till now, which is very, very minimal.
Yeah.
So then obviously he comes in with us and he's only with us for 4 days for us to see what he's like. And as I say, in an ideal world, I would love nothing more to take them all on.
Obviously, me and you speak every day, but how are you finding basically now running a joinery company when 12 months ago you didn't know anything about joinery, did you?
Yeah, it's just added to the workload, hasn't it?
Really, isn't it? Whoa!
That's why you can't be in here, see?
Someone's orders knackered there.
Yeah, to count them all up again. So yeah, it's hard fitting it in the hours that you have, and I'm already busy on other stuff, property bits and that we do, and trying to get the Emperor home side things on, which is sale and letting side.
Yeah.
So then you've just got more people who need your time and attention, and it's not that they need it because you've never needed it before. It's just that because you're trying to implement a couple of different things and things are changing.
Yeah.
You need to sort of be there on hand.
It's hard. It's mad to think that we thought at the start of this year we want to buy more companies and bring more companies into the group, but really we ain't got the time to do what we're doing now.
So what we are working on behind the scenes is having a back-end staff which is consolidating everything between all, like we've got like 6-7 different companies. We're consolidating everything into them staff, which is key members of staff, which we'll be dealing with like payroll, finance, HR, and it'll all wrap into one then, so we can pull it all in, make a cost saving across all companies. And in companies that haven't sort of like heavy trade is set up much different than all of them because it's bigger, it's got bigger turnover, it's been going for longer, even though Preferred's been going for 28 years. It's got a better back-end staff, so it's a little bit easier in terms of workload, whereas like Emperor Home, stuff like that,
brand new.
So we want to try and consolidate things into it so that these other smaller companies, we haven't got to put as much time in day to day. We can just deal with certain individuals who will then look after it for us. So that's the plan. And then once we've got that back end team in place, is then we can add in a couple of more companies then, because it'll be easier then. It's just easier for you to go, you do that, you do that. I think on the marketing side, we've sort of got that ironed out. It's the accountancy side, we need to do finance. Me and him do a lot of it still, you see, and we shouldn't be. But
what Alex has said is true, because I've got KTM there in Manchester. He kind of does what I used to do 5-6 years ago. Essentially, I can not be in Manchester like I am today, and I know by and large everything's fine. I will still get calls, but that's because I can't quite let go, and I probably haven't quite empowered them enough to make a decision and then not worry what the consequences are to make the wrong decision. But you can see the progress here. Like, I've just seen this job board here, just you just crack on, time's money. But this is like obviously one that's been done on the system, on the system here, but then just lift that there, and that's one of Mike's old job sheets that we're still doing, aren't we?
So depending on if the windows can't be profiled out on the software yet, because we're still obviously upgrading it and putting new measurements and size on it, all go through the old sheet. Whereas that one there, I can't remember why you done it on that old sheet for now. That's the way they used to do it.
It's the level of detail that has to go in, it's ridiculous. That's why I think lead time's so much longer in this kind of stuff, is because there is so much detail. The measurements have got to be just so. It's not like
you can see the detail in all of them there. Like how much.
I know.
That's why it's. And then what I was saying before, what's hard about it is if you're doing a one-off, well, it's just one window or one door. That's what I mean by one-off. It takes a lot longer. You've got to set up, get all your stuff, like get your head into it, or Devo get his head into it, start getting it all cut out and ready, and then go down. Whereas if you're doing 20 windows, you need to set up once or twice and it just flies through. It's easy. So you make obviously more margin on a bigger order because you just pick up the pace. You know what I mean? Whereas them smaller stuff, you have a lot of downtime.
Yeah, I suppose it is harder to scale a business like this as well because there is that much.
Well, you can't. Well, you look at like UPVC windows, and most people who do like a bigger organisation that does sash windows, they'll only have 5 different profiles, 5 different types of windows. That's it. You pick from one of them. Whereas we don't offer that. We offer
bespoke.
Anything.
Yeah, we're a bespoke service.
If you've got a property in a conservation area with any type of profile or detail, we can replicate it.
Which is why, though, when you put bespoke in front of anything, it is more expensive. But we found that by doing a bit of market research and speaking to a lot of you guys about what you are spending on bespoke joinery and things like that, we're actually at the cheaper end of the market. Probably too cheap in some respects, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's even everything we do is handcrafted. It's like, we've got some machinery, but a lot of other businesses now have moved on, gone down the CNC route. It is people, programs, pushing stuff onto the machines.
You're getting the job out quicker. You got to think, we get a job in here. It's our priority to get it in. Machine, done, profiled out and ready to go. And as quick as we can, obviously get paid. The longer it takes, the less we make. Whereas on the machines, it's just done for you, but obviously you're removing that handcrafted finish from using CNC, which is what some of our customers want.
Do you know what? I'm interested actually. Some of you subscribers, I look in the comments and that. How many of people that got similar kind of businesses or operate in a similar area to Preferred Joinery watch this? So put in the comments below, because it is good. We want to engage with other businesses like ours. People that we might even be competing with, even though we don't really believe in competition, we look after our own stuff. But we'd like to see, what tricks are we missing? Is there something that we can help other businesses with? Can we share work? If, obviously we do work nationally. Most of our work's in Liverpool, a bit in Manchester and Cheshire, but we have done stuff all around the country. I know there's other companies out there that get inquiries up here. Can we share inquiries and stuff like that? So it'd be good to try and get a bit of a community of this type of business together, really. And YouTube is the platform for that.
Yeah, because there's people who are watching you, more experienced than me and you, especially you. I'm not a joiner, I've said it a million times now.
But you've not tried to hide the facts either, have you? You've been honest and open about that.
I don't want to be or need to be either.
Yeah, and people are watching you learn as,
because I'm learning, so when I'm asking these questions, I'm literally learning myself.
Yeah, you could come on here and blag and just pretend that you know it, and you'd get found out,
That, boom, right into the shot.
I know it's hard shooting here, and everyone's looking at me what we're doing.
I'll tell you what, we like that. Here we go, get ready.
No, it's been good though. This is my first time on a proper Preferred Joinery episode. So if you've not liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. It's a great little channel. It's doing well because often the views are more than the subscribers, which I think is the key. So don't forget tomorrow as well to watch the Every Trade Behind the Bill, because you'll see Mr. Riddick on there too. Sorry mate, I'm dominating your channel there.
It's alright, you can stand if you want to.
Well, thanks for watching Preferred Joinery. Has it got a title, the actual thing? Just Preferred Joinery?
Yeah, join the channel.
So, now we've got to go and what we're doing now, going for a meeting about some property stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
So and you're going to show me the new office as well.
Go and look after our other businesses,
Whoa!
For the rest of the day.
See you next week.
Nice one.